Are you about to PCS to Luke Air Force Base in Glendale, Arizona? Then you're going to want to stay tuned and watch this whole video because today we're talking about housing and PCSing to Luke Air Force Base. Let's go. Welcome back to our channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brayden. I'm a real estate agent here in the Phoenix and Northwest Valley, and on this channel we talk about all things Phoenix relocation, lifestyle, what it's like to live here, play here, work here, how to relocate here. So make sure that you hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button so you can continue to learn all about living and relocating to Phoenix, Arizona. And if you are planning a move to Phoenix, whether that's in a month, a year, maybe 6 months down the road, or 2 years, you're not even sure what your timeline is, please reach out to us. We can help you anytime. Get that process. We can make it quick if you need it to be. We can spread it out and make sure that we take your time and make sure that it's a good fit for you, a good move. You can reach out to us at the information below. We love making these videos, but really why we do it is so that you can be educated in your move and your real estate purchases and sales here in the Phoenix Valley. So let's talk about PCSing to Luke Air Force Base. So first things first, where is Luke Air Force Base? Luke Air Force Base is in Glendale, Arizona. And if you're not familiar, Glendale is just a suburb outside of Phoenix. It really runs along the west side of Phoenix, the west border, and it runs south to north. Now, if you go to the west section of Glendale, this is where we're going to hit the more rural area. There's still a lot of farmland over there, and that's where Luke Air Force Base is. But don't be worried, there are homes available, there are homes and residential stuff in that area, and there's a lot of expansion happening in Glendale and then all the other cities bordering Glendale. So you don't have to worry about not having housing or kind of being in the middle of nowhere. We're just seeing that the West Valley still has some of the farmland and the rural and whatnot there because not all the development has reached all of that, and so you're still going to get kind of the best of both worlds. A little bit more quiet over there by Luke Air Force Base besides the planes, but you know that, of course. If you're about to PCS to an Air Force Base, I'm sure you're familiar with the noise, but just the lifestyle and whatnot is a little bit more quiet on that side, but then you can have easy access to the West Gate and the more main areas around Glendale, Phoenix, and then the surrounding cities like Goodyear, Peoria, Litchfield Park, Surprise. There's a lot of good things to do and a lot of great areas to live, and that's exactly what we're going to be, kind of breaking down right now. So where should you live if you're going to be PCSing to Luke Air Force Base? Well, first, this is obviously going to be a very particular answer to what you're looking to do. I mean, is it just you? Do you have a family? Do you have kids? Do you want to utilize the rental opportunities that Luke Air Force Base has and do that, or do you want to go find your own place? So Luke Air Force Base does have rentals. They partner with, there's a company here that they partner with that have homes that they rent out to members of Luke Air Force Base. So okay, pause. At the time of recording, I could not remember what the property management company is, but the property management company for the Luke Air Force Base housing is Balfour Beatty Communities. You can easily do a Google search and just search Luke Family Homes, and their rental site will come up. This is a privatized agreement that's been done between Luke Air Force Base and Balfour Beatty Communities for anybody that is PCSing to Luke Air Force Base. So you can rent through them, or you can go outside of this community and rent or purchase a home. I just wanted to insert this into the video since I could not for the life of me remember the name of the property management company while I was recording, and this is just a screenshot from their site. There is that option if you are PCSing and you're not quite familiar with the area, or you just don't even want to worry about it, you can utilize that option. But what we find is a lot of people say, you know what, I'm not really interested in that option. I'm not interested in renting. For whatever reason, it's just not a good fit, or you just want your own place, your own thing, and that's totally understandable. So where should you live? Well, you can of course live in the city of Glendale itself. And the city of Glendale is huge. Like I was talking about, it kind of stretches south to north, and then it has like a western section on it. So I'm going to show you the map here again. You could kind of see what that looks like, but let's let's talk about, living in Glendale. There's a lot of different lifestyles. So if you go to North Glendale, that's a higher end, more luxury area. The south part of Glendale is the more historic and downtown areas. There's, some work that needs to be done in those areas, a lot of older housing and things like that. So if you're looking for like a fixer-upper, a project house, you can probably find that. Definitely in that like south to mid-level area in Glendale. And then on the west side of Glendale, there's a ton of new construction out there. Like I said, a lot of that has been farmland and more rural in the area. There's been, some warehouse type jobs, things like that, warehouses and whatnot on that side of Glendale and the surrounding cities that run along that like 303 loop. But what I will say is that you're going to find that because there's land over there, that's where all the new construction is. So there's not a whole lot of new construction on that other south to north part of the like main stretch of Glendale. So if you go to that west part, you're going to find a lot of new construction there. So you might be able to find a spec home that's going to be done in like 2 to 4 months. Everything's already ready to go. It's in process. You don't have to select anything. You just basically have to go under contract, wait for it to be finished. So that could be an option for you if you want to buy. Now, if you're wanting to rent, you can of course look at, what is offered through Luke, but you can also see if you want to rent a house in the surrounding areas. Sometimes if you know that you're going to be, your contract is for quite a while, which I know with the military, it's not always known and you're not really sure. If you want to rent though, there's a lot of big property management companies that are here in the valley that have properties all over the place. So depending on what your budget is going to be, you can find, most likely find a house. You can of course find apartments, but I will say, just keep in mind that rental prices are very, very high in the Phoenix Valley overall in general. So that is the one consideration I will say, doing with rentals is that you're gonna pay a price for that, and they may not always be, it's not like you're buying a new house or your own where you can, fix things up or put the style the way that you want it. If you're gonna be here for a while and you're just trying to figure out where you want to live first, that's one thing. But I always think that the owning strategy is a good strategy, or trying to get into ownership as soon as you can. Even if you're not sure how long you're gonna stay there, you can turn this property into a rental after. But that's just my opinion as a real estate agent. But let's talk about buying a home and what that looks like as you're PCSing to Luke Air Force Base, especially with the benefit of having your VA benefits. Okay, so you're PCSing to Luke Air Force Base, and if you are eligible for a VA loan, I think it would be a great opportunity for you to buy a home. Now, I'm not saying this is a home that you're going to live in forever. You may not live here in the Glendale, Phoenix area forever, but if you are eligible for that zero down loan, that is a benefit. I mean, the VA loan overall, we think that it's an incredible loan. We've seen so many of our clients use their VA benefits, as you should if you're eligible. I mean, there are so many pros to the VA loan, right? And so if you're looking at buying a house, you can look in the city of Glendale, or if you're okay with a little bit of a commute to work, you could look in surrounding cities like Surprise, Arizona. There's a lot of new construction. This is a very family-friendly and quiet community. The city of Peoria, now depending on what part of Peoria, you're going to find a lot of like what I talked about with Glendale. Like the north part is higher end luxury communities. The far west part that borders Surprise, you're going to have a lot of new construction out there, and some newer areas a little bit farther away from all the main things going on. And then the south part of Peoria is like Old Town Peoria, a lot of older homes, fixer-uppers, whatnot. So that's the city of Peoria. You could definitely move there. You could move to this, the city of Surprise. And then if you go south, you could go to Litchfield Park, which has, a good mix of everything. You've got new construction out there. You've got, resale homes and existing homes that you can buy. A lot of amenities. A lot of people really like Litchfield Park. They also have like a great golf course out there if you're a golfer and that's a hobby of yours on the weekends or whatnot. Goodyear has a lot of amenities as well. Goodyear kind of stretches. And then the city of Buckeye as well. You'll have a little bit of a farther drive, although you can easily connect to the 303, which can connect you to Luke. and it wouldn't be a problem. And you're going to find more affordable housing opportunities in the city of Buckeye compared to any of the other cities. Now, if you go any further than Buckeye, or you go any further than the city of Phoenix, even if you go to the city of Phoenix, the south part of Phoenix and the north part of Phoenix could be quite a bit of a commute for you. But for some people, they're okay with the commute. They don't mind. They don't want to be on base housing. They don't want to do the base rentals. They're not, they're just not interested in that. And that's, again, where you have to decide what you're comfortable with. When somebody is relocating here, whether they are relocating because they are PCSing to Luke Air Force Base or they're just relocating from another state, we like to talk with them a lot about their lifestyle. And so some of the things that we find with the surrounding lifestyles is, that you're either going to have somebody who wants a really family-friendly community. Sometimes we have, people that are wanting to be close to retirement communities because they have family members that are living there, but they don't, they're not eligible for the retirement communities because of age restriction, but you want to be close to it. Or we have people that are like, I want to be more in the heart of what's going on. I want all the shopping, dining, entertainment. So if you're wanting all of the shopping, dining, and entertainment, you're going to want to stick close to the Westgate area in Glendale, which is off of the 101 freeway, or the Arrowhead and P83 and North Peoria areas, which have different large commerce and shopping centers where you have shopping, dining, entertainment, all of that kind of stuff. And then the 101 and I-10 connection area in, across Avondale, Litchfield Park, Goodyear, for shopping, dining, and entertainment. There's a lot of, what you'll find if you're PCSing here and you're not familiar with the city of Phoenix or the Phoenix metro area is you'll have, a neighborhood, and then like maybe a mile down or a couple miles down, you'll have like a Four Corners area where you have, these commerce centers on each of the corners, and you'll have a couple of grocery stores, a couple, maybe a bank, a gas station, a couple of other smaller stores around it. But then you have like bigger shopping and commerce centers. So that's definitely a consideration. Now, if you're looking at the City of Surprise, the City of Surprise has some along Bell Road. And then they also have a big area that's being developed right now that is off of Waddell Road and the Loop 303. So this is going to be a large outdoor mall, entertainment, shopping. There's going to be medical facilities that are being built over there. So if you're wanting to buy, that could be a great opportunity for you to buy it over there, and that will really increase your home value being close to all of that new shopping and dining, especially because the West Valley hasn't had as much, and now that it's being developed, it's really going to help home values. You could also consider that, you'll have easy access in the city of Glendale if you are off of Bell and the 101 freeway. If you're close to that area, within 5 to 10 minutes, you'll have pretty easy access to shopping, dining, and entertainment there, as well as Park West, which is a little bit further, and that is off of Olive and the 101, which is really pretty close to Luke Air Force Base. So there's a lot of different areas for shopping and dining, entertainment, sports, nightlife. Mostly you're going to find nightlife either in Tempe and Scottsdale, or you'll find it in Glendale at the Westgate area over by the arenas and the Westgate and Tinker Outlets area. So consider your lifestyle when you're moving here. And this is something that we do with our clients. Like, we're on the phone with them, or we take a Zoom call with them just to get them to know them better. And they tell us, like, hey, I'm looking for a family-friendly area. I've got a couple of kids. Or sometimes they tell us, hey, I'm single. I'm in my 20s, early 30s. I would really like to be close to nightlife and entertainment. I want to be able to meet people my age, and I want to be around that. Where would you suggest are some areas that I will be close to that? So that's always something that you can call us about, because we'll be able to tell you, hey, I think that this is going to be a great area for you. I think that this is going to be an area that you're going to be close to, these things that you're looking for. And it's really hard to do that unless we have that conversation, and it's not a bother to us at all. It helps us really find the best area for you. Phoenix is a huge metro area. It's growing and expanding rapidly, and we just want you to know that we're here for you to find you what you're looking for, not so much where we think you should live, because it's not about that at all. It's about, what is your lifestyle? What is your, your wants in housing needs in your housing and area? And, what are you looking for? What kind of lifestyle do you want to keep while you're here. And so yes, you're moving here because you're PCSing to Luke Air Force Base, but are you going to be working 24/7? And, you know, do you want your family to be close to the schools that they want, or you know, other families, so that your kids can be connected and have friends? Like, these are all things that are really important to us and that are really important to you, to make sure that we find you the best fit in a house and a neighborhood and your area. So if you are PCSing to Luke Air Force Base in the near future, we would love to help you out if you're going to be looking at purchasing a home, or you need help, you know, learning a little bit more about the areas. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because that is really going to help you just continue to learn about the Phoenix metro area, the different areas, see what they look like, see property tours, and just get to know the Phoenix metro area in general. And of course, you know, if you are moving here, please, you know, reach out to us. Give us a call, send us a text, DM us, email, whatever your preferred method of communication. We love helping buyers relocate into the Phoenix area. We would love to help you. And it's no bother to us, you know, really just reach out to us whenever you're ready. Even if you're like a year away, 2 years away, and you're just starting to plan, that's the perfect time to reach out to us. We can start building that relationship with you, get to know you and what you're looking for.